Sick to my stomach by the vending machines. They talk to me, I miss it back home where I could really be free. Not free to be
Let's
something
go.
I could let go if that's what you wanted.
Never letting me down, Emma.
But I know you really want to talk.
You excited, chat?
Polaroid pictures by the side of my bed stuck in my head.
I can't know, like I don't know if you can hear me very well though. I'm kind of far away from the mic.
Like a movie scene.
Cactus. Yes, let's go. Space.
In all of my bad dreams, they make me sick to my stomach by the vending machines. They talk to me, I miss it back home where I could really be free. Not free to be something. Fall, turn the lights up. Crawl, set my mind up. I know it's getting hard for you, my dear. So, pack your life up. Run away with someone I don't know that I trust.
But the nice of my reactions are late, that's why, sorry. No worries, King. No worries. I'll be getting a fun audition now because I followed someone to get the notice if they update the game. People, hey! Hi, Anna. Hi. We're gonna have to do this song though, Cat Rock. I still love this song, and I am not gonna have some nice lo-fi chatters and basottas. Okay, we're gonna have like a mildly weird, unfamiliar camera angle for you guys. Don't mind too much. I'm gonna put you there. See, hello, hi, and this. Move over. Oops, I pulled out my headphones. I want to listen to the music as well this time. Sometimes I set it up in a way that I can't use my headphones at the same time. So, Cat, let's go. Yes! You can already see the picture I got. Let me know if you can hear me okay and if the music's like an alright level, because this is where my desk is. It's like I've got a table in front of my normal table, meaning I can't really access my PC as well. Okay, I should actually move the chat window. Like right behind the tripod. Cat, so cute. Yeah, as you can see, we've got like a cute little cat and a cookie jar, glass of milk, some cookies, and we've got all of the stuff. I got one of the really fancy ones. Again, let me know on the quality stuff, like if there's anything that I could do to improve it. But there is kind of like a level of scuffedness because, you know, I'm not someone who does IRL streams. Cookies Pop Cat. So I don't have like a setup that's really made for it. But yeah, so as you can see, it's got like a little like chart on the side here where you can see all of the little symbols. It's got protective stuff and it's got all of the goodies and got this stuff. So if you have no idea what diamond painting is, I actually need one of these. It's basically a picture. It's like a paint by numbers, but it's shiny rocks instead of paint, which I like paint by numbers. Okay, don't like from here, but they are obviously a bit messier because you're using paint. And these are kind of more mindless and very nice. If you want to start it out, like this is kind of a fancy, semi-expensive kit, depending on what your price range is. It's a branded one, and this one pays artists that the work is from a percentage of sales. Good, but if you just kind of want to try it out, I would recommend getting like a little starter kit. Like I have some. Let me get. There we go. Because I'm one of those people where if I'm starting a new hobby, I don't want to dive deep into it, spend loads of money, and then realize I don't actually like it in practice. So I did get like a little one that's on stand to my shelf. This is what it looks like when it's finished. It's got like nice texture that you can touch it, and obviously it's nice little. So if you do want to get into it, there are ways where you can, for like 5 to 10 euro or dollars or other currency. I love diamond painting. Hi, welcome in. So cute. Yeah. So you can try out diamond painting for really affordable prices. If you just kind of don't know if you end up sticking with it or not. But I splurged on like a fancier one because I wanted like a bigger motif. I wanted something where I could spend a fair amount of time on. And I actually waited to start with it so we could do it together, Jack. So we have some wax in the shape of a heart, which is very, very cute. A little tray for all of our bits. Cat and a cookie jar, I love it. Yeah, me too. It was on sale and I was like, yippee, how about it? So if you have no idea how this stuff works, it's basically you get some wax on your tool, big side, this is the small side, and then you pick up the shinies and you put them down. The surface is sticky, the gems are not. Just kind of to help you transfer. Are you waiting for us, people blush? Yeah, because I was like, it's more satisfying, I think, for everyone if we all start out together. What do we want to do first, chat? Like, ideally we start with a corner, but do we want to do glass? We want to do lid of the jar? Or cookie? What are we thinking? Yeah, if you do want to get like a more fancy kit, I would say I'd recommend this brand, not sponsored. My dad had one of London and other than was lit up. Oh my gosh, that is epic. I do want to add the start date. And I could put the start date. Day 29th. You know how long it took. Nice. And it's very, very cool. It's got little baggies, so once you've started up the process, okay, I need to fix the delay so bad, BRB siren, no worries. So yeah, you have little baggies for the started bags of the gems, because these are not resealable. Unfortunately, like even a higher end kit still has to have you refill this stuff. Don't know why, but yeah. Let's see, it has got like nice stickers and like this sheet here where you can have all of the little labels that you baggies. Sort of the cheaper kits where you write this on. But yeah, how are we feeling on the stuff? Also, in general, how's everyone doing? I hope you had a great weekend. I had a very lovely weekend. I went to work. It was hard work on Saturday. Really heavy. The weather was nice though, so at least that. So it was not too bad, but it just took a long time. And then yesterday I went to visit one of my friends that actually stayed over at the house. Lovely. I'm good. How are you? Hey, how you are? I appreciate. And we watched Alt Time. Okay. Hi, Quinn. Secondary Quinn has joined the chat. And yeah, me and my friend, we watched Luca because they hadn't seen it ever, and it's just always a joy. It's just a good summer vibe. It's just heavily gay coded, but you know, that's one of the reasons I love it so much. I was glad my friend also did dinner, and then I stayed over at the house, and I got back today. But public transport was actually such a bitch. I'm so for real. Like, there was multiple. So I could continue talking, by the way, if you've decided what we want to go with. Just, are we starting up here? Are we starting down here? Are we starting with the cookies? Like, what do you guys think? While you decide, I will yapping. Because, like, normally it's somewhere between an hour 15 and an hour 30 to my friend's house. To my house, right? So I'm like, it's not too bad. So I got to the train station near their house, and I was like, okay, I should only wait for like 5 minutes. Then they announced that the train that I was gonna take was cancelled because there was people on the tracks, apparently. And I was like, alright, I'll take the next one, which was 20 minutes later. I waited 20 minutes, I know, despair. Then they announced that that one was also cancelled because still there were people on the tracks. You never know, like, people on the tracks could mean anything. Could be literally just people have jumped on the tracks, but it could also obviously be other... But, yeah, that was kind of, terrible. And then I was alright, you know what, this train station clearly is gonna be some issues. What the fuck, man, siren? Yeah, that was very unfortunate. If it was that. Like, they used that euphemism for a reason. People on the tracks, yeah. That could be anything. That could be just, like, teenagers jumped down and were, like, dumbasses. But also, obviously, for, sad consequences. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go to a different train station because clearly this one, we're gonna have some issues and take a different type of train. That one arrived on time. That was chill. That was fine. And I got to the, another station where I was gonna switch to a different train to get to actually my house, right? That one was also 30 minutes delayed. So with the 20 minutes that I was delayed in the first train station, and the 30 minutes delayed I was at the second train station, this was an extra 50 minutes on top of an already over, like, an hour 15 journey. It took a while. I left my friend's house, like, 2:15, and I got home at 5:30, like, 5:30 p.m. I know. It was not a speedy journey. It was... The plus side, I read a lot, so I did finish I finished Big Bang Generation, the Doctor Who, which was terrible. It was not good, and like I was like, is it just me? And then I checked like the reviews, and every single top review is a 1 star, and I was like, okay, I was being generous with my 2 stars. Do not recommend that. I have no idea what the author thought, because it's basically, it's a Doctor Who adventure, but it has like way too many characters, like way too many companions slash like adjacent characters in a sentence. There's like 8, and then the majority of the cast outside of the Doctor are people apparently from one of the audio adventures from Doctor Who, but they somehow give both too much and too little information. So if you, like me, don't know this specific character and the audio adventures surrounding her, you're just gonna be upset because it takes so long for you to actually warm up to the character because they just don't tell you shit until like 2/3 through the book. And then if you do know it, they just info dump like her entire storyline, apparently spoiling several seasons of this audio adventure. So it's not for people who know the audio adventure either, because you're gonna get regurgitated stuff if you know really that arc very well. And if you don't know it well, but you've just started, you're gonna get spoiled for the content of like hours worth of content. But whatever, it was upsetting. Didn't enjoy it. Gonna go to be sold. So I was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna have, well, we're gonna just start with the cooking, by the way, chat. I've decided. I'm taking the decision away. No one has disagreed at this point. See if I can open up like a square down here. Because if you don't know, there's like a foil on top, basically, because this stuff is sticky. Obviously. So to not have to peel back layers of foil, you can like rip out only a section of it. Alright, let's see what colors we actually need for this corner. We need, what's that? T, C, hashtag. I think this is a percentage sign. Nah, it's gonna be unfamiliar for me to sort all of this, but we'll do our best. There we go. So yeah, that was kind of an upsetting read. It was very, very like weirdly written. It was just things going every which way, and you're just kind of not having a good time. I want to try and find the letter T. T is... Because there's so many gems. Many gems. Where is the... thousand. That number, please. Ah, found it. I might have to get. It's not an issue because I have scissors lying over. I have to make sure that I can lean in the frame. Okay, let's see. Order. There we go. Yeah, my setup is actually such a mess, chatters. Like, it's 2 tables. Basically in line with each other. There's like my desk and then this area. So my desk is like kind of too small for this, and I obviously want to continue doing this project either on or off stream. So I want it to be easily put awayable. So I have this extra big black desk here. Right. I have the shinies. These are the ones we actually. Just the T's. The letter T. Shovel. At the end of the day, we're going to transfer it to a little baggie and put a sticker on top. Oops, a sticker on top. Because obviously there's more sections in this painting that require the. This is the area we're down at. Wondering. So yeah, I was like, alright, I've had kind of a crap read just then with this Doctor Who book. But honestly, the Doctor Who books overall, I found a kind of 2 little hearts. Double hearts. And oil to keep it fresh. Poke in art like that, and nice wax on the end. Oop, and then pick up. First gem standard. Alright, I'll reward myself, and I did like a little check. Like I was like, what book do I own that has the highest rating? I haven't read. Has the highest ratings on Goodreads. I don't know. Sometimes they're just like a fun way to pick. And it's actually a book called The Spirit Bears Its Teeth, which I've read a book by the same author before. Really good read. This is an author who writes horror / thriller sort of books where the main characters are trans, and it's very, very well written. There's also typically autism representation. Also, I think the author is autistic trans guy. And yeah, I really liked the first book I read, and I got a review copy, like an early copy of his upcoming release called Fractured Compounds, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, you know what, better time to read the other book that I own of his that I haven't read than now. And this one, his previous book was basically about an evangelical end-of-the-world cult that was mutating people to make the Messiah or the Savior. And our main character is a trans boy fleeing this cult who has already been affected with the mutating virus, and he joins like a former LGBT center turned rebel group. And it's very, very good. Like, if you are, however, if you are at all squeamish with body horror, do not read. Absolutely do not read any of his books, to be honest. Like, they're very graphic. The book I'm reading right now, which is awesome. Chef's Kiss, so good. Is set in a Victorian era, like England, but it's an alternative timeline, alternative world, where their spirits and ghosts are real, and basically the veil between the living and the dead has thinned, so people have much more interactions with spirits. And also there are people who are born with violet eyes who have the ability to manipulate the veil and can like open it up and shit. Very, very cool alternative history, basically. Also, we've finished up with the now. I mean, with the tea gems. and put a little sticker with a T on it so we know for future. Yeah. So this is so it's like the late 1800s, and our main character here is another trans boy who's also autistic. Again, this is like this author's kind of right that type of, and he is the like child of a very like prominent family who wants nothing more than to be a doctor, but because he's obviously not accepted for being trans because it's the late 1800s, man. Like, life be like that at that point. And so he really clashes with his family, who want him to be like a proper lady. And basically, for the people who have the yellow, the purple eyes, they're up. Maggie. Bag 1 done. Right, next up we're gonna go with 301. I already spotted 301 a while ago. Hopefully I can find it again. 301, where at that? We can find you. But yeah, basically people, obviously it's like a highly patriarchal society where the men who have granted this magical power to interfere with the veil are typically very privileged, but women who have this are seen as like frail and ill and get like their only purpose is to male heirs, you know, like that vibe. And obviously our protagonist is in this case very much exposed to that sort of misogynistic violence. And he attempts at the start of the book, this is not really a big spoiler, to basically flee his family by becoming what is called a medium, which are people who are allowed to practice this like veil spirit magic shit. Other people are not allowed, because of course gotta get some good hierarchical like violent structures in there. But he gets found out, and because of this, because he is going there as obviously as a boy, and his family's like, what the fuck, they sent him to a basically like an asylum type facility to get fixed, and be made into a proper wife, you know, that kind of vibe. And obviously this facility isn't quite what it seems. It isn't like a benevolent, like, we are here to treat people, you know, there's obviously something going on. So our protagonist is there to basically find out what the fuck has been happening in this facility. And yeah, this is he's very into surgical stuff. His older brother is a surgeon and kind of taught stuff. And I would say he has a special interest in surgical procedures. So a lot of this book, again, both of these books, and I will probably say for the new upcoming one also, if you are upset by body horror, description stories, things like that. Suicide, I think, is in both of the books. Attempted suicide, sexual violence, obviously, in this case especially, why a lot of transphobia. So if this is stuff that is upsetting to you, do avoid these books. But if it is something that you can stomach, I would highly recommend them, especially if you are someone who really likes horror, and especially like horror that's kind of rooted as well in societal critique. Okay, and so I've read like almost the entire book basically. I started like yesterday on my journey to my friend's house, and then because I had that many delays, I spent like most of the day reading. And oh my god, it's so damn good. Honestly, I might like it more than the first book. Like, this is on track to be a 5-star read. It's just so good. Like, there's also, okay, this is are you okay with me spoiling something chapters about this book? Like, how are you feeling? Because it's such a good spoiler. Like, it's like you want to read it more, not you are done with reading it. But it does spoil like a relatively big plot that, if I remember correctly, isn't like isn't on the back of the book. How are you feeling? Basically, our trans protagonist, he's a trans guy. His love interest is a trans girl. So T for T romance. Which I'm like, yes, give it to me. Yes, I want more queer people. And it's just very nice. So I will not say who this character is, but it is very lovely. What is hashtag? Hashtag is 3020 826. 826. Alright. 826, found it immediately. Let's go. So oh my god, it is very, very well done with the representation, in my opinion, on all ends. So it's just very cool that now it's not like, when you look at how far LGBTQ fiction has come in the last 10 years, it's actually crazy. Like, I've read a really large amount of queer books. And if I look at a book with a trans protagonist from 2014 compared to 2024, it's like insane different. It's just like, it used to just be like coming out narratives, basically, and all like contemporary or recent like real life timelines. But now you have stuff like what this author is writing, where it's alternative history, it's different time zones. It's the story that, while yes, does have a queer protagonist, the protagonist is allowed, for example, to have multiple identities, like intersectionality is like acknowledged, things like that. So these colors look almost the exact same as it, but whatever. And the characters are actually allowed to have a story that goes beyond just characters queer, and that's such a lovely development. A relatively short amount of time. Have an author who's able to do these more out there. Just very. Look at that! We're coming along! Like a section here. This one was hashtag, letter hash. It was the hashtag. Need to remember the correct. So yeah, it's been kind of that for me. Oh, and then, right, I was like, I talked to my friend because I have been worried about hearing back job stuff. How do you put up? When they were like, you know, you could just I'm gonna go with this symbol and now the like pound sign 33, not pound sign, percent 3370 71. Now my friend. I have you. Dark and chocolate chips. Spray ready. Oh, wait, is the music level alright for you, chat? Feeling. Music level. It's good, yes, yes. Alright, perfect. Alright, yeah, so I was like, you know, I'm kind of worried. I haven't heard anything back from me, like, agreeing terms and stuff. They're like, you know, it can happen. That friend's actually at the same employer as me. So I was like, what's up? And they were like, yeah, it can be a little bit scatterbrained occasionally, like write an email. I wrote an email, I was like, yo, what's up? And they were like, oh, we've actually sent over the papers already, like they should be arriving any day. So JKS streamer almost got the job 100% secured. All I need now is to sign the papers with it. I'm super excited. Finally, I don't need to job hunt for another like 6 months. So I'm chilling. So yeah, I've got like this is like a student part-time job. So no worries, I will still be streaming. I will not abandon you, don't worry. But I'm very, very excited. This is gonna be a big change for me. It's gonna secure my insurance. It's gonna secure financial. Hello, hi Wisp. How are you, King? It's gonna secure my financial ability. It's gonna do. I'm just talking about how I managed for a job. And working on the cookies down here at the moment. Ah, no. Ah. The sticker wasn't cut properly. Good, just woke up. Back. I'm very good, I'm very good. I was just talking about how I heard back from hello. Oh yeah, I need to remind me. What's that? Downward arrow. Eight. Chocolate chips. Oh, chocolate. That is like the corner of the milk. There we go. I'm very excited. Got my first like bigger job. I actually have to go to an office and stuff, so JKS for me. And I just impulse ordered a diamond paint. Oh, what motive? Like what picture did you get? I hope you have a great time when it arrives. Right? Yeah, these are very nice because you have less like sort of pressure compared to paint by numbers because you don't have to like touch anything. Cat like you just in a fishbowl instead. Oh, that's so cute. No, I so feel you on the lack of financial. But at some points you do. I'm super hyped. That also means I need to quit my my Saturday job. Meaning I might actually do some Saturday streams. Normally I don't stream Saturdays because I have a physically tiring job. I'm like typically not. I know Saturday's such a good streaming day because loads of people have time normally, but I've worked for the past like ever since I've started to stream. I've been doing this for like years. So I in like maybe 2 months or so when my when I put my job in like my contracted period, I will probably be able to stream some Saturdays, or actually have a social life. Thank you. Oh, and in other watching stuff. So I'm still watching Lord of SVU, and I'm watching Last Week Tonight. I was so hyped when I talked to my friend that stayed over at. I found out they actually also like Last Week Tonight, and I was so hyped. I never meet anyone social life playing video games. Slash half joke. And I have like so much shit this week. Oh my god. If you see like the stream schedule, I tried my best to like move some things around because I got asked to a hangout this week, and I also want to go to the sign language meetup again, and I also have 2 classes this week. Keep me overheat, and I also have like some other appointments also in between. I'm like, too many things going on. Do S or hourglass? I wanna do S. There we go. So I was hyped to find out. Because I feel like no one... Okay, if you are at all someone who is interested in political events in the US, and you like comedy, I've explained half joking to interest you. I feel like it's kind of like... It has a bit more grain of truth, maybe, in than just joking. That's kind of how I use it. But like, not malicious truth, I don't think. Okay. I think I've used it right. Yeah. Fire. But yeah, so I was super excited about that. Last week, that I feel like it's criminally underrated. So I think it was. But yeah, also I've been, what I was saying is that I have started up watching The Owl House again. I watched like season 1 of that show and then I never ended up continuing the show for like literally zero reason. I just kind of didn't. But often when I'm on the go, I tend to watch shows where I can download episodes. So I have just like the episodes downloaded. Like, you know, I should continue. Actually, why is season 2 like immediately so much lore? Like, what is happening? Like, season 1 of that show is good, right? Like, it's a solid first season of the show. But then they jump in, like, the first few episodes are like amazing. Like, what the fuck? Did they just like open the lore doors, like, or whatever? Okay, so I'm gonna do 550 next. Purple. Shiny. That's apparent. Shadow. Shadow. What like 4 episodes? 3 more episodes? And honestly, I do feel like this is maybe this is a really mild ass take, but I do feel like it's a modern day Gravity Falls. Like, just the intro itself just has the vibe. Like, I don't know, I just really get reminded of watching Gravity Falls. In a good way, in a good way. That's been nice. And what's been going on with you, chatters? Anything exciting in your life? Been chat about? That's been on your... Very like... For this job, I need a... There's a thing from the... You have in Germany where you have to basically prove that you're not a criminal for certain jobs. Typically only if it's like at all potentially working with sensitive information, like personal information. So, but it can be like for a lot of jobs. So you basically just request that they will do like a certification that you are a law-abiding citizen. And I had to do that once before for like a different part-time job I had. And laptop broken, very excited. Classic! Classic! Oh, this one. Since the semester I've been playing D&D with my family, I've been talking to my partners even more than usual. Oh gee, that's a hype. That's my delay currently more. Yep. Oh no, despair! Mobiling a clock. That sounds really lovely with bad. What role do you take on in D&D? Are you the DM for your family, or are you a... friendly player? What kind of class are you? Miss playing D&D. Aggie, stick it up. Oh, quite a few now already. Good to stay organized. Right, we're gonna go to L, which is 327. Where art thou, 327? Ah, I found ya. Oh, the lighter purple. Quite relaxing. I just always intensely. So in one game, I actually have 2 characters each because it's just me and one of my siblings. That's 2 things. I'm both a swordsman and a divine caster. Buffs. That sounds lovely. Actually, I'm quite happy. I was like worried that diamond painting wouldn't show up very well on camera, but I feel like it does. Especially the part that I've already done. My caster has 2 anyone skeletons, one of which is a Wyvern. That's skeleton. Excellent. Oop. There we go, nice. That's 327. 27 is... Okay, my mother-in-law is DMing. I'm playing a necromancer, but I only have 2 zombies on this. This is so nice. You have different editions of the game. It's so nice that you've got that activity to do with your family. Oh, yes. Just remember because games. For me, I like tied to family. I also have started playing Professor Layton of the Curious Village again. Cat is here, yippee! Ooh. So me and my family, like especially me and my mum, we both love 3836. Yeah. We like all really love the Professor Layton games and like own all of them. So, but it's been a while since I did a replay. So how about it? I've got like bit more than an hour playtime. You know that phenomenon? I had that today with staying at my friend's house, where you like stay over at someone's house and you wake up earlier than them, and then you're like, should I wake them up or no? And I more often than not tend to be in the no camp because I'm worried. What if they're the kind of person like that really would hate to be woken up? So if it's someone that I haven't, like, I don't have that experience, back me up. So I tend to be like kind of a little bit awkward. So in this case, I was early up than my and so I played Professor Layton for like a good bit. Got back asleep. Oh, I missed one hashtag. I don't know about you, but I've had that anxiety for like since I was a kid. So, wake the. It can be a bit difficult to not get like where you are and around frequently enough to kind of. Arrow. Enjoying play. Such a banger. I'm very hyped for the. And I have the minus. What I think is this other purple. Going in with a lot of purples. Boop, boop. The thing I like about these bigger antics is like it's such a long-term activity. Even though it is more expensive, it also is kind of still really affordable for the amount of hours you spend. Like we are almost at an hour, and you can see we haven't even done like one square of the picture. Of course, this part is also like the labeling and everything takes some time away also, but it is kind of a good value for. Oh, speaking of cats as well, like once I got home, I was watching my friend Ace from his stream because he was doing a charity stream for a cat charity. It was very, very lovely. Charity about vaccinating. What an hour! I know, but it's been like 50 minutes. How did the time go? It just disappears when you do that. So I watched his stream. But it was very, very lovely. And I really admire people of all channel sizes who do charity streams. Because, like, you're really going in with the conviction yourself. Like, I think Ace donated himself also. So you're going in with the conviction, see that kind of difference you can make, even though it might just be difference. No! Look at this. Was made milk color. and the hourglass. So much nicer because like the cheaper versions I had to try out if I liked it, which is this one. Which they had like one big sheet of sticky to cover up the sticky parts, so you had to peel up basically so much of it to access parts to put down the gems. So it was just basically trying not to touch the sticky parts the whole time, which was kind of inconvenient. But this one I could just put my hand down here where it's still covered up and don't have any issues. That is a really good. I got into diamond painting because of L for doing it, and I was at his house a few months ago. I bought my first like diamond painting kit, and we just did it both like next to each other. That was like a really nice experience, and it got me this as a hobby. So he has like a really big. This. So many of these. Also, I'm very excited. I've got class tomorrow for my this prep class, and I'm very excited for it because I've been doing so much work on it, and I basically just kind of want to get some back on it. And yeah, so this week is rubbish. But we will still stream. I just moved one of the streams around a little bit. Like the demo day, it's kind of early because I've got plans in the evening. Don't mind, but whenever you're like not able to watch a stream because time range, there's always a VODs. There's the VODs channel where eventually it'll end up, or if within the first 2 months, you can of course go on Twitch and check the VODs page. Right, I think we just have the milk color here, and then hourglass 36, 76. That one first because that's the cookie bit finished that we have unveiled, and then we'll do the milk. What should we go on with after that? Should we go milk or should we go more cookie? Because I kind of want to see if we can't get like another square. Maybe even 50, you never know. You have a bit of. I'd say cookie. You have the center. Oh, that's just. That doesn't. Maggie. It is so much nicer to not have to write it manually, but just be able to click on top. Much. Oop. Now the milk. you tell what that is? What the E? Oh, it's a triangle. Okay, I've just a circle. Triangle. 3682. Huh? It was just really difficult to fucking symbol out. But we prevail. Milk is milk. Milk ink. Bunch of dark milk. Yeah. We're done! Ta-da! Didn't really see where it camera even. That's very nice. I was kind of like, oh, what if it's not visually distinctive enough on camera, but it is. So. Right, this is our triangle bag. At the table. Alright, now we uncover section. Covered. I'll leave this here though, just in case we don't have enough time to. But we are gonna have a little bit of an easier time because we pick up corresponding. Have a little. Let's start with chocolate chips on. What the scallop? Hi Nab, how are you? Doing diamond painting in real life. Doing well, that's great to hear. Then driving to the where you going? Home, let's go, enjoy home. Up a jam because of the layover. The come visit. No. What check? Yeah. In my humble abode. Yeah, I'm getting sick. I closed my. Be alright. Have a good journey, King. Wow. Not working now. Sabotaged by the internet. Feels like all square. Cookie outline. My nose a little sick. Only the slightest. Yippee! Yep, the elbow. development part of the ship. Then we can different color. I just oh, I want to build up particular. Oh, another thing I've done. E and L have started watching. You've seen it before, I haven't. That's quite good. Like, I'm someone who the concept of rich people and their struggles isn't not most of the time my kind of cup of tea. Like, let's say something like Arrested Development. Like, I don't know, what's the session? I don't know, I just kind of have like a little bit low tolerance for, oh my god, we're so rich and we're struggling, or we're just idiots. Well, we have enough of that in real life. But Schitt's Creek so far is quite good. It's kind of basically the exception to the rule. Saying that, I have watched all of Arrested Development. It's an okay show, but it's not the holy grail. See, we have a bunch of I always enjoy watching a show. So we've put This Is Us on ice for the time being. Like a heavy show, it's a show. We'll see if we pick it back up. We haven't decided if we want to ban. Could be not. Because it is a little bit of, I have to say. Hey, hi Robbie, how are you? That's good. Diamond pin. But yeah, have you guys seen that they announced the name for the Minecraft update? Tricky Trials? Quite excited. Past 3 updates. Time to be passed. These are in. So it goes fast if I use. Yeah, if you don't know, you can also use this like tool. There we go. Also, yeah, a whole line got done in. Of well, that. Yes. Oop. Like 5, but nice. Difficult. But this. Fuck distance. Do the line now and then. Oop. Kind of counterintuitive. To be straight, I need to be not straight from the way. It's a little bit. Oh. to go a little bit. Someday I'll be like, some stuff is just kind of like, if I don't want to basically redo my entire, I have to do like this sort of workaround. So I try my best. Be able to do this stream, but also not have to do our setup. Yeah, so hide. Oh, there we go. That we haven't done yet, but I doubt we're gonna run into. Tea! How about some? I find diamond a lot more, at least the paper, a lot more like pixel art because individual the pixel of the art. I do like that. Leather. Not very visible for me. I have to look up. I'm kind of sat back a little bit, obviously. I'm leaning from my angle, it's very hard to tell what is and isn't covered by the. I keep like. That's rabbit. much wax to. That one. Just meant to be a nice little relaxing back off if you organizing so out. But again, I've watched kind of nice. Kind of want to have your feedback at that. Would you be interested in more types of I will do this diamond painting either way. Kind of like whenever I do something for the first time, I've done. Your thoughts? You feel about it? Was it like nice that you tried, but don't need it to be a reoccurring thing, or are you like, oh, I really like this? Yeah, maybe. I always want to hear your honest. Perfect. That I had to do. Ah, we could do the downward arrows. Dark bits. But technically also the really dark bits in cookies. Specifically the dark parts of the chocolate chip. Maybe they're the light part. They're slightly lighter. They look basically at gonna be so light. What are your thoughts on this? Now we've done Lego street. They're kind of different. involves a lot. These are super tasty, yeah. I think we can maybe do the cookies today. They're completely. Thank you for the follow, Clara. Welcome in. Oh. Well. Working the both the chocolate chips. Option. I'm already thinking about once we hit the next follow goal, how I will set up the painting stream. Probably going to be similar setup than this, like a downward angle, because it's the easiest for me to achieve. I feel like you guys can see I'm doing well, and it's not too difficult to set up. So I feel like we would do something similar to this. Cabinet. Oh. Don't chat what I was thinking. He's all Collie's almost done. Yep. And a spelling mistake. You're progressing. Sorry. I was just thinking, this is like, it is a while away, but I'm thinking about Gamescom chat. If you don't know, it's a big gaming convention. You can playtest demos. There's going to be so many demos that will also be available for me to stream. I didn't get to go last year because I was in the UK on holiday. I went to Pride instead. But this year I don't have plans to go, so very excited. I'm very excited to go to Gamescom again. Because I've been to Gamescom and I've been to Insomnia in the UK, and Insomnia is so much worse. Okay, sorry UK chatters, but Insomnia is so expensive, and it's like 2 rooms. Like, what the fuck? Like, tell me, why is it like, what? I think the entry fee was like 26 quid. Why is it 26 quid and there's 2 rooms, and Gamescom with its student discount is like 16, and there's 8 halls. And by halls, I don't mean rooms, I mean literally like massive expo hall. Like my brother in Christ, the comparison, like the competition is not on the same level. Yeah, like Gamescom is the biggest European convention. Like 500,000 people go. Versus Insomnia, it's like 30,000. So if you get the chance, chat, to go to Gamescom, I would highly recommend. And it's very like English friendly. It's in Germany, but like everything's in it. With pretty much all the expo people there, like all the game devs and stuff. It is such a joy. So many S's. And I'm so excited that I will be going this year again. Because I went once when I was already a streamer, and that was when I literally what inspired me to start Demo Day. Because I found out that there's like a lot of game devs who will put up a demo during the week that Gamescom is. They will also have a demo on Steam. So some of the first demos we played on stream are actually ones that I found out because of Gamescom. Let's go. Of course, I'm gonna get like all the cool little goodies and like everyone's little business cards and stuff, and people will give out stickers. It's the best. Last time they even had like free Lego and a free Mario Lego. And gave out little Mario kits. General Lego. Very nice. I could not tell you the disappointment I felt when I went to Insomnia and like I went in, they had like 8 games. it was really. It was such a case of it's actually just a convention to sell merchandise to people, not as much about giving people. It was still interesting to go, but definitely not. I have to say I'm also just a Gamescom fan because I've gone for last time I went. It's actually the first time where they changed the location and the name of it because it moved closer to where I live. Closer as in like not on the other side of the country. Because it used to be in the south. It used to be southeast for a few years. And they rebranded it and moved it to the west where I live. I'm like, yo, epic. So I found out this is actually such a wild set of circumstances. I found out about Gamescom because they advertised it in Mickey Mouse magazine, which I had a subscription to as like a 9-year-old. So the first year I went, I was 10 years old. After my birthday. So, and it was epic. It was so good. I think that year or the year after, I don't remember. It was either 2010 or 2009. I met Charles Martinez, the voice actor of the Mario. I actually just have an interview and a photo with him. Ain't no way, Mickey Mouse magazine. Yeah, okay. This was in the era where they would cold call people on the phone to sell subscriptions. And with my parents, had the rule that I was always allowed like one paid hobby. Like one online game subscription or one magazine subscription or something like that. Like that was kind of like the little sort of treat luxury that my family allowed me. Which was great because we didn't have a lot of money or anything. So this was kind of like something extra that given as a bonus thing that didn't fit into our normal finances. And I started out, I had a nature magazine. It was like, it sent you like cards with nature facts every month. That was hype for me as like a 6-year-old or 7-year-old. Quinn, thank you for the follow from the alt. I appreciate it, King. And then I had, then I think I had maybe another cartoon character maybe Bob the Builder or something. I had like a different magazine. I would have to like, that. And then I had, then my mum got called. I thought I did that when I joined Siren. Sorry. Then I had then I had my mum had this cold call where they were like selling subscriptions to the Mickey Mouse magazine, and we thought, right, it was once a week because they said, like, I think at the phone the price per magazine. No way, I know they said the price per magazine, if I remember correctly, and we thought it was a monthly subscription. So my mum said yes. Turns out it was a weekly subscription, meaning it was 4 times more expensive than we thought, and now we were on the hook for a year. It was a banger magazine, like, to be fair, but damn, like, it suddenly was like so much more expensive, and I think my dad helped pay for it correctly. But yeah, we only had it for a year because it was so expensive. Like, the magazine was wonderful, like, they had brilliant stories, there was always a toy with it, like, it was a good magazine, but it was definitely just a lot as well. Like, every week you had an entire magazine. I'm like, holy shit. But I just realized I've been changing between my alt and my main. Ain't no way. Ain't no. So I had that for a year. And then after that, I had, I think, 1 year, I had a subscription to one of those online, like, MMORPGs for children. Like, Club Penguin, but it wasn't. It was like a panda-based one. That was so fun. Shout out. I had that for like... I wanted to have pet in the game. And as mentioned, my family was like, you know, whatever, as long as it's like a reasonably above board, like, you get one paid thing that you normally don't get. So I had that. And then after that, it was like a horse-based book subscription service, which, yes, is very niche. Yeah, it was called Panfu. I have no idea. It was called something different in other countries. And it was called the horse subscription one. Like, Pony Club. Makes sense. There wasn't actually, like, a horse kid. Like, I wasn't, like, someone who was actually riding horses or anything, so they did, like, the whole appeal of this subscription was you get 1 to 2 books a month, which this is why I was in for it, and then you also got, like, little plushies and accessories, some of which were meant for if you had a horse as a pet, or you were riding horses for it. I wasn't. Those things were kind of wasted on me, but the books were really good. I still actually have my favorite series, which I think started when I joined the subscription, and then it ended basically right as I left it, because I was there for like 4 years, and then the whole rebranding, and I got to the point where was there like a TV show that they just gave DVDs with, or like various documentaries and stuff? Like, I have no idea, man. It was a time, so I had that for 4 maybe, and then I was like sort of out of the age where subscription stuff was that relevant, because then I had music lessons because I played the flute. You can very much see that there was not a soul who thought I was straight. I played flute. And then I was an adult, so I paid for my own. Oh, I pay for Chatterino. No, okay. I pay for Chatter. I pay for Better TV, BTTV. I pay for that for the slots. You guys have all the emotes. Haven't done all the answers? Yes. No, I haven't. Fully. Missed some. That was kind of the my life story of subscription. Because 50 emotes is so little. I love having all of the emotes. I'm willing to pay £5. That's reasonable. That was kind of the arc. Oh yeah, no, I'm actually lying. I have had other subscriptions. I had a queer, but this was when I was an adult already, so I paid for that. I had a queer book subscription, which was unfortunately based in the UK, meaning when they changed import rules, it suddenly, like, because it used to be that if it was under a certain amount, you could import things for free. But then they were like, fuck that, let's do import tax for everything if it's above €5 value, which this was. So what was previously like €12 a month was suddenly like €24 because it was like €12 import tax. I was like, this is twice as much as I paid before, ain't no way. For like one book, right? Because it was one paperback book and a bookmark. And like a little brochure with some facts and stuff. It was a fun subscription, but I had it for like maybe 6 months. Affordable. Thanks. Same thing with the other subscription I had for a while, which was socks. The Awesome Socks Club from the Vlog Brothers. I had that for a year, but again, after that, when I was like, it was asking me if I wanted to renew it, I was facing a higher import tax, and I was like, I'm literally wearing a pair of theirs right now. Like, they were very good. I would have loved to continue. But I don't know about you, but I always feel like even if I can afford it, if the import tax is more than the actual item itself, I don't love buying it. I will just get annoyed. Because what is like, oh, it's only like €10 a month. Oh, suddenly it's like 25, you know? It's not as fun. At the end of the... So yeah, that's actually all. Except at the moment I tried out this one subscription that's like supplements, just because I had a cool distribution system with like Mackies and stuff. Try that out. Probably not that because of like a tried out price that was like reasonably affordable still, but just for cool, convenient packaging, like going to a drugstore and just buying the supplements there is so much cheaper than buying it through this. So I just wanted to try it out because okay. The hourglass now. Yeah. I don't know, as a kid I did really like, and still from even as an adult I really appreciated that my parents allowed me that, because it wasn't something that was like super easy for them to be, especially for my mom to make happen, have a lot of that kind of like little thing made me feel like very appreciated. And it gave me a lot of knowledge and interest. Appreciation. It's kind of similar vein that me and my family have this tradition, which was obviously more relevant where whenever we went to a supermarket, I got to pick out one thing, quote unquote, no matter what it is, for myself. Like, it could be any kind of like sweet or crispy thing or fruit or anything like that maybe my family would otherwise not buy. I loved that. It was like such a good, like, I will do that with my kids, because not only is it like a nice thing to do for someone, it also keeps a kid occupied, because instead of being upset at being stuck in a supermarket, you're kind of focused on what item you pick. Because you know, you can't pick like any kind of candy or anything like quote unquote forbidden, special. So it I think takes away a little bit of that, oh, this isn't allowed for you. There's so many things that I see people now do, which I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even think about the fact that this doing it another way, like how it's been done when I was a child, could give you eating issues. Or like a not super healthy relationship with food. But yeah, so I found that like, you're like, hey, you can actually have sweet, you can have special things pretty regularly, like every time we went grocery shopping. I think that did, and also it did have like foster a healthy relationship with going grocery shopping. What a drag! I'm here and like my mum is chatting up some person, chatting to, chatting to some other person, and I'm just stuck in the supermarket and I have nothing to do. This kind of gave me a task. Banger parenting, actually. You know what I'm hoping for that is going to be at Gamescom chat? I hope the new Professor Layton game is... I think it has a release date of 2025, so surely they will have it on Gamescom 2024. Surely. Yeah, I know! I'm so excited, because, like, not only, because this is what I mean, like, not only is that going to be exciting, because we haven't had a mainstay Professor Layton game in, like, 6 years, but also, whatever console that ends up coming out, me and my mom have talked about getting it together so we can play it. That means, basically, I'll get a new console. Which, this is in line with the tradition, because we actually only got a 3DS because the new Professor Layton games were 3DS. And I still have the same 3DS. Like, no one can, like, accuse me of not taking good care of my 3DS, because I got it in 2013 and it still fucking works. I still own it. And I play with it quite a lot still, I guess. My Wii also works, and that thing is from 2012. But yeah, so basically, this is like my excuse to have my mum pay half of the new console. Because I have no idea if it's going to come out on the Switch or on whatever comes after the Switch. I also have my Wii and 3DS break. They are just GOAT level consoles, okay? Like, I do want to Switch eventually, or if we, you know, because the Switch is very fun and convenient, and I do like it, but my DS, I think. But those consoles were just they were just based. So based the fact that I only got my Wii like 6 years after its release. And it's still rules. Can't believe they still work crazy. Yeah, like they were just built diff. They were just built so diff. Nothing like the weird fucking joystick drift that some Switches get after like a year. Yeah, so... I still want to do another Sims building video. I keep seeing tutorials of like really people doing really cool. Some people really just have found out how to do the most insane, out of the box thinking. The only one Nintendo console that's been somewhat broken is my Switch. SMH. SMH. I mean, my 3DS has like a little bit of like used screen because my family and me, we played Rhythm Heaven or Haven, however you say, on it, which is a very tap intensive game, meaning but it still works. It's just got like 1 or 2 little blind spots up in. Considering the thing is like 11 years old, that's not too bad. Speaking of, by the way, I do have on the schedule to do, what's it, Rhythm Studio, I think is it called? The little, where people have been making levels and stuff. I do want to play that on, have it download. I need to just find out how to make it work. If I do, I will teach Tobias TubbyXE to do. Here's the goal of Rhythm Heaven. I want him to be. Oh, and I still need to schedule another Stardew stream. Been having so much fun. Everyone. Look at those cookies. They're looking scrumptious. Is that just me or like looking real tasty? Excellent. Hello. Hi. But how are you, King? You're well. Just talking about console stuff. Me being excited to go to Gamescom. I have to. We'll just basically make the cookies today. That's nice. Right? Ark, just go. Were you just talking about Gamescom or did I? Yeah, I was talking about games. I was talking about how I wasn't able to go last year because I was in the UK at the time. But this year I plan on going. I also discussed dinner plans for my family, so I took so it's moment because I said it's too bad. I already have the biggest size, but fancy. I might go for one day this time. Yeah, I normally go for one day, just because the games that I'm most interested in tend to be like the indie game section, and the queues for that aren't stupid long. But depending on how big the area is, I might go 2 days. Hi, Foolish Fan, how are you? You're well. Go on, cookies. But yeah, I forgot, James, if you disabled, I'm on vacation for the rest of the days, but I'm like, home we could park. That's fair. Hope you've disabled Kappa moment. I was just thinking about it. Like, I don't have a way to be on, like, I don't have my camera angle doesn't lend itself to. I mean, you would see like gloves, but I feel like that would not be worth it. If you have it, it's fine. Yes, thank you. I'm so excited we're going to be continuing a little to the left soon. That's tomorrow. Hi there. Hi, boss. How are you? I moved that from Thursday because I realized I have the sign language meet. So that's at 6 my time, so it's kind of inconvenient. I have to go to the location, back and stuff, so I don't think I'd on that day, unless it's really early. So by really early, I mean like I'd have to be done by 5. Not to have time for that. That's good. I'm glad to hear. I've done all of hourglass. Oh no, wait! I spotted some. I just spotted some. Hourglass is spotted. I might have gotten an apartment. Oh god! I really just wanted to say oh my god and OMG at the same time, because I don't in a very weird way. That's so exciting. I hope it goes well. Apartment hunting is kind of stressful. It's through. I think it's alright, perfect. We just need hashtags and the little like weird paragraph sign. Not open. Good. No. Hashtag. Paragraph. Find that soon, hopefully last week of school before break. I could be on Twitch more, lol. That's exciting. Yeah, I figured for some people it'll be near the end of their semesters or trimesters. Always lovely. Also good timing, because if you do move, like, you have more time to focus. They've got a little bit this week, a little bit not inconvenient, but unusual stream days and times. Well, not that unusual. Still like demo day on kind of early. But hang up. Yeah, if everything goes well, move it one day after your also, oh my gosh. Stressful though. Good luck. It's like so sunny today. How's the weather for you? For me, it was like because I had all that weight for today. I was glad I had a t-shirt under my hoodie because it was warm. I actually put on sunscreen on my arms as well. Normally I do sunscreen for my face because but like, if it's not super warm and or I have my arms covered, I don't really do like arm or leg sunscreen. That day, like today, it was like really warm and I was like, damn. I always have like a little, like I have a pouch in my backpack that's always sort of self-care stuff. So there's some lip balm, there's a deodorant, there's sunscreen, and there's a hand cream. Because that's the kind of stuff I tend to either forget to do before I leave the house, or want to reapply throughout the day. Actually, the go. I don't forget it, much less if it's just permanently stationed in the backpack. But some stuff I actually have duplicate. I have them just stored. Possible if you remember to. Like I have a lip balm on my desk, I have one in the bathroom, I have one in the backpack. It's everywhere. These cookies look so tasty. Raving cookies. Especially on camera, then. I'm kind of grateful because now I've got the job and waiting for my contract and stuff to arrive. I'm super excited. I'm also happy because you guys know I'm like a somewhat formal dresser occasionally. Like I have quite a few shirts and stuff, and chinos and everything. I'm kind of glad because I don't need to buy like an office wardrobe because I already have it. Because it's not the kind of job where I go in like a suit or anything, but having some nice shirts, some fabric trousers, that's kind of a step up from going in jeans and a t-shirt, you know? I don't know, because I offered them, like, they were like, hey, what work times do you want? Well, it'll be like 15 hours a week. Part-time job. But I offered them like either 2 days or 3 days, and I don't know which one they went with, TBH, so I'll see what the pay. Ask my family to keep an eye out as well. I'm very excited. Like my first proper job. I mean, I have a part-time job at the moment, but it's newspaper carrying. Like it's a job that a 14-year-old. So legally, I mean, but also generally they can. So it's not really a job with a high entry, but they are always desperate for people because this outdoor job that's on Saturday, not a lot of people. So this is like my first job where you kind of have like 4 stakes. I want to make like a good impression. Oh my god, it's gonna be such a difference in my income securities. But if you also want to help with my income security, you can always use your free Twitch Prime or subscribe regularly. Hold on. Gotta get that promo. Also means I'm gonna have to be a student for another semester. You guys know I'm on my, like, technically my last semester. I've been working a lot on my bachelor's thesis and all this stuff. But since the job I'm taking is a student job, you have to be a student to be able to do it. And it starts 1st of June, a bit more than a month. Meaning 6 months from then is like November or December, right? So that's after winter semester starts. So I guess for that semester I'm just basically I'm a sitting duck, and all I do is write my bachelor's. But no one said you can only start working on it in the semester you plan on writing it. I will already work on it loads more, so honestly it might be a good thing because it's kind of giving me a little bit better work structure, and I'm not pushing something as massive as that for like 1 week left at the end. So I will have like loads of time to read all of the sources that I've picked out and take really detailed notes, which is honestly good that I'm having more time because some of these sources are like long motherfuckers. And by long, I mean like long. Like we're talking 1,000 pages plus. And I have like 50 pages of sources. Like some of them are like 1 to 2 pages, but some of them we're talking the 500, 600, 700 page massive behemoths. Low-key, not too bad to have more time. Oh. It's just kind of interesting. I will be done with my degree start of 2025. But yeah, like landing this job, because it's a very good employer, chatters. It's a very reputable place. So that kind of eased my anxieties. Like, I mean, some of you maybe who are also in their 20s, that experience of, for me, I went to uni and like the second semester was COVID, like the end of first semester was immediately COVID, boom. And that meant obviously that my student experience wasn't the typical one. And it's given me a fair amount of anxiety because I didn't do like internships and stuff in that time frame. Corona happened. Gave me a lot of anxiety for like, what if I'm unemployable? Because I'm a humanities student. It's like the kind where I've heard my entire career like in terms of time in uni, like what the fuck are you gonna use your degree for, man? So giving me a lot of that fear of like what happens if I'm done with my degree and no one wants to hire me. But landing this has given me kind of more reassurance that actually, you know, I have employable skills, guys. Holy shit. I'm less afraid that once this, because it's a 6-month contract that ends then, I'm kind of more confident now that once I do go on a job hunt again, after this, I will be successful. I've searched for like 1 month. I've done 1 month of intense applications and I've gotten this position. It's very well paid and with a good employer. That is in my skill set. But will also teach me more. So I feel like that's kind of a win. We'll see once I do start that job how I'll adjust and how my schedule for streaming might be influenced by it. I purposely put the days I wanted to work on days where I don't have class, but I also don't always have class. Those days will definitely be good for streaming if it's in the week where I don't have that. Nice, look at that. We only have like a little bit of this paragraph symbol. We'll do that, and then I think we'll leave it for the day. But I do want to hear your thoughts on either like right now, or you can also go to the Discord. I'll ask there also how you guys felt about this type of stream, if you would again, things like that. Because I do diamond painting just in my own time, like it's just something I do. Paragraph. Where are thou? Or two. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Because I always, whenever I try out a new type of stream, I want to hear your thoughts. And kind of take stock how things went. If you want to do it again, or if you're like, thanks, but I'm good. Because at the end of the day, I love meeting that intersection of what you guys like to watch and what I like to stream. Of course, that's my favorite like place to be. Everyone's happy that way. Because there's lots of stuff I'm like, I can also do it off stream, like it doesn't need to be a stream. But yet, diamond painting, so if it's something where you guys are like, you know what, it was nice, but we don't need it again, I'm like, alright, and I'll just do it off. But if you're like, oh, we really enjoyed this, it's a very relaxing, nice activity, do it again please, and I'll be like, alright, and I'll continue. At another point, I will also Discord if everyone who there throughout and make out and stuff. Yeah, the most. The little. So true. I can use the little poll feature. Poll. Or diamond painting. I feel like this is very much. Ready? We're almost done with the cookies. Only like a little spot left. And ta-da! They're done. Lift this up so you guys can see. There you go, that's what they look like. Close. Have to hold it. Oop. Cookie's done. Very nice. I'll see if I can put some back on. Have not a lot of the parts. There you go. Perfect. Let me store the final opened baggie. We have quite a few that we didn't even open, like here. Closed. Now we just have a paragraph. Getting into their little bag. Use. Some on there. Boop. Ta-da! And we are done for the day. Also comes the tape, just give you like a washi tape as well. And I'm gonna use the washi tape. Have a like little section here. Oh. Perfect. Alright, chatters. As mentioned, let me know what you thought of this stream. Did you enjoy it? What are your thoughts? How do you feel? I will ask in the description, so if you have a second to think about it, but if you have like any immediate feedback, let me know. I had a wonderful time with it. I really enjoyed it. I do just enjoy diamond painting also. Very much enjoyable, yes. Yeah, I mean, we did get like all of the cookies done. I am very happy with. Buttoned up. The arm. It's descended cookies. Tasty. Popcat. Get some tasties in the chat. We also have I'll drop a tasty myself now that I'm at the PC. Oh, right. As I mentioned, we do have a stream for tomorrow. Let me see if I could give you the time. Thank you, James. You can always check the schedule. But yeah, tomorrow we've got at 6 PM BST, finishing a little to the left, and then some tiny lives. So see you there. And then on Wednesday, pretty early at 3 PM BST, we have a demo day. As mentioned, it's a bit earlier because I've got plans in the evening. And then we have a stream on Sunday because I've got plans on Thursday and I've got class on Friday. And Saturday's work. We are going to do Spells and Secrets again, which we haven't in a while, and also Death and Taxes. So hopefully you are able to visit some of these streams. If you're new here, do follow. We do not really this a lot, but we might do more of it if you enjoy it. And if you have a sub, drop a sub. But no pressure. I will send you over to Nebula, who is playing Raid World. Join the raid if you do want to. And I will see you tomorrow, same time as today. Thank you very much for the lovely stream. Oh, thank you, Gwen. See you hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye, chatters.